In recent years, you've probably heard about ongoing conflict in Afghanistan, Iraq, and other places in the Middle East. And you're probably curious about what's actually going on in these places. Are those conflicts still ongoing? Well, you've came to the right place. This video will answer most of your questions. Alright, let's talk about Iraq. Why did we go into Iraq? Combination of things. It was 9/11 just happening, and there was an alleged continued use of weapons of mass destruction. That's not a good thing. And the alleged support for terrorist groups like Al Qaeda, which had just done 9/11, so that's not really good. So the United States was trying to remove Saddam Hussein from Iraqi's government because he was the leader of Iraq, and he was, letting all these things go by. So we eventually toppled Saddam's government. That's cool and all, but we still got our troops in there for some reason. Why is that? Why do we got our troops still in Iraq? Ooh, maybe there's some big conspiracy. Well, we did withdraw them in 2011, but in 2014 we had to put them back in because the Islamic State of Iraq in the Levant, also known as ISIS or ISIL or whatever you want to call it, they were gaining a lot of popularity, a lot of territory. That wasn't really cool with us, so we had to put the troops back in. That's why we're still there. There's still one more Iraq thing I want to mention is the legality of the Iraq War. Alright, so the Authorization for Use of Military Force against Iraq Resolution of 2002 domestically authorized any form of U.S. military force against Iraq, as the name implies, and a bunch of U.S. officials also say that previous resolutions in the UN had given authorization to the invasion. And UN Charter Article 51 says, "Nothing in the present charter shall impair the inherent right of individual or collective self-defense in an armed attack if an armed attack occurs against a member of the United Nations." This, in combination with Iraq's alleged support with Al Qaeda, who just did these 9/11 attacks, probably gave enough justification for entry into Iraq. The other side, the one that says it's not legal, says that we acted without any kind of UN authorization or something like that. Article 2.4, the fourth part of the second article of the UN Charter says that all members shall refrain in their international relations from the threat or use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of any state or in any other manner inconsistent with the purposes of the United Nations. So yeah, there's that. There's the legality. You make your own decision on this. All right, now let's talk about Afghanistan. All right, so the reason we went to Afghanistan, Taliban was given Al Qaeda safe haven to operate and plan attacks in. It was headquarters for them essentially. Now, a lot of people ask the question, could we have stayed, or at least not withdrawn or anything? To explain this, the situation prior to this 2020 Doha agreement, it was basically the thing that made the entire domino effect of the withdrawal from Afghanistan in the first place. Anyways, before this agreement, there was a lot of bloody conflict between the Taliban and the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan. And then after this, the casualties significantly decreased in the years after the Doha agreement until the full withdrawal of American and Allied forces from Afghanistan.